Hello and welcome everyone to a very special extended episode of Easy English Conversations. I'm your host, Anna, and this is the podcast where we help you learn English by having natural, slow, and clear conversations about everyday life. We're so glad you've joined us today for a deeper dive into a fascinating topic.
And I'm Ben. Hello again, Anna, and hello to all the listeners. It's a pleasure to be back on the podcast. I always enjoy our chats.
Today, we're going to do more than just scratch the surface. We're going to explore the topic of daily routines and city life in incredible detail. We'll talk about everything from morning habits to weekend adventures, and we'll also discuss the challenges and rewards of living in a bustling metropolis.
That's right. We'll use a lot of useful vocabulary, and we'll explain it all as we go. So whether you're on the bus, at home, or taking a walk, get comfortable. This is going to be a great listening practice session.
Absolutely. Let's begin our deep dive. And now our deep dive into the morning routine, Ben. Let's start at the very beginning, the morning. Can you walk us through your weekday morning moment by moment? What is the first thing you're aware of?
The first thing I'm aware of is usually the sound of my alarm clock. It's a gentle, increasing sound, not a loud, shocking noise. I have it set for 6:30 a.m. sharp from Monday to Friday.
6:30 is early. What's your secret for actually getting out of bed? I think many people struggle with that.
It's a struggle for me too sometimes, but I have a rule. I don't hit the snooze button. As soon as the alarm goes off, I sit up, put my feet on the floor, and stand up. If I lie there for even 1 minute, I'll fall back asleep.
No snoozing. That's disciplined. So you're out of bed, then what?
The very first action I take is to walk to the kitchen and drink a full glass of water. I keep a glass on the counter the night before. I read that this is a great way to rehydrate your body after a long night's sleep. It really does make me feel more awake.
I'll have to try that. And after the water?
Then I head straight to the bathroom for my shower. I always take a shower in the morning, not at night. For me, it's not just about getting clean, it's like a wake-up ritual. The warm water helps shake off the sleepiness, and I often use a citrus-scented shower gel because the smell is very invigorating.
A wake-up ritual. I like that. So you're clean, you're awake. Now it's time for fuel. Tell us about breakfast.
Breakfast is crucial. I never, ever skip it. I'm not a morning person, so I need the energy. My go-to breakfast is usually whole wheat toast with almond butter and a sliced banana on top. It's quick, healthy, and keeps me full until lunch.
That sounds nutritious. And I have to ask about the famous morning coffee.
How did you know? Yes, the coffee is a non-negotiable part of the routine. I have a simple coffee maker. While my toast is in the toaster, I brew a cup. I drink it black, no sugar. That first sip, it's like my brain's on switch.
I think many people can relate to that. Okay, breakfast is done. What's the final stage of getting ready?
The final stage is getting dressed. Since I work in an office, I have to wear smart, casual clothes. I usually decide what to wear the night before to save time in the morning. I'll lay out a pair of trousers, a shirt, and a jumper. After I'm dressed, I do a last-minute tidy. I put my breakfast plate and coffee cup in the dishwasher, brush my teeth, grab my wallet, phone, and my work bag. I'm usually out the door by 8:15 a.m.
Let's pause for our first vocabulary break. Here are some key words from our morning chat. Snooze button. A button on an alarm clock that allows you to sleep for a few more minutes. Rehydrate. To put water back into your body. To drink after losing water. Invigorating. Making you feel fresh, healthy, and full of energy. Not a morning person. Someone who finds it difficult to wake up and be active in the early morning. Smart casual. A dress code that is neat, tidy, and relaxed, but not formal. Dishwasher.
A machine that washes dishes automatically. Let's repeat them. Snooze button. Rehydrate. Invigorating. Not a morning person. Smart casual. Dishwasher. So, Ben, you've left your apartment. The workday begins with the journey, the commute. How do you get to work?
I take the subway. It's the most efficient way for me. I'm lucky that the subway station is only a 5-minute walk from my apartment, and it drops me very close to my office.
Efficient, but is it enjoyable? Describe the experience for us.
Enjoyable might be too strong a word. At 8:15 a.m., it's the heart of the rush hour. The train is always packed, which means it's very, very crowded. You're often standing, pressed against other people. It can be hot, a bit noisy, and sometimes you have to wait for a second or third train to arrive before you can squeeze on.
That sounds stressful. How do you cope with that?
I've learned to use the time productively. I always have my headphones with me. I use that 25-minute journey to listen to podcasts or sometimes an audiobook. It helps me tune out the chaos around me. Other times, if I find a seat, I might read the news on my phone or just close my eyes and mentally prepare for the day.
That's a very positive way to handle it. So you arrive at work. What time do you start?
My official working hours are from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. I work in an open plan office, which means there are no walls between desks. It's one big room full of desks. It's modern, but it can be a bit noisy and distracting.
What is your actual job? What do you do all day?
I work in digital marketing, so my day is mostly spent in front of my computer. I write and respond to a lot of emails. I analyze data and create reports on how our online campaigns are performing. I also have a lot of virtual meetings using video conferencing software, even with colleagues who sit just a few desks away.
It sounds very screen intensive. Do you take breaks?
It's essential. I try to follow the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, I look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. It helps with eye strain. I also make sure to get up and walk to the water cooler or just stretch my legs every hour. At around 11 a.m., I'll take a proper 15-minute coffee break with my coworkers.
Let's talk about lunchtime. What time do you have lunch and what's that like?
My lunch break is from 1 p.m. to 1:45 p.m. I have two main options. To save money and eat healthier, I often bring a packed lunch from home. This is usually last night's leftovers or a salad I prepared the night before.
And the other option?
The other option, which is more fun, is going out. 2 or 3 times a week, I go to a nearby cafe or food court with a group of my coworkers. It's a great chance to socialize, talk about things other than work, and try different foods. The city has so many options, from sushi to sandwiches to soup.
Does the afternoon feel different from the morning?
Definitely. Many people, including me, experience a post-lunch slump around 3 p.m. That's when you feel a bit tired and less focused. To fight this, I avoid sugary snacks and instead have a piece of fruit or some nuts. Sometimes, if the weather is nice, I'll take a quick 5-minute walk outside the office building. The fresh air and sunlight make a huge difference.
That's great advice. And finally, the workday ends at 5:30. How do you feel?
Relieved. I pack up my desk, shut down my computer, and feel a sense of accomplishment. The evening commute home is generally a bit more relaxed. The subway is less crowded, and my mood is lighter because I'm going home.
Quick challenge. What are Ben's 2 strategies for fighting the 3 p.m. post-lunch slump?
Answer: he avoids sugary snacks, opting for fruit or nuts, and sometimes takes a short walk outside for fresh air.
Excellent. Evening routine and wellness. Welcome home then. What do you do first when you walk in?
I start with a decompression ritual. I change into comfy slippers, a soft t-shirt, and sweatpants. It helps me switch from work mode to home mode.
Sounds great. How do you unwind?
I take 20 to 30 minutes without screens. Sometimes I listen to an album or watch the city lights with a cup of tea. It's my quiet time.
What about dinner? Are you a good cook?
I'm a competent cook. I usually make one-pan meals or stir-fries, like creamy mushroom pasta or spicy chicken stir-fry.
Do you plan your meals?
Yes, on Sundays, I plan the week's meals and shop accordingly. It saves time during the week, and I always clean up immediately after cooking.
And after cleaning up, what do you do for fun?
Some nights I binge watch a series, while other nights I work on a project or read. I also love walking in the park, especially at dusk.
Why is the park so important to you?
It's an oasis in the city, a green space where I can escape the noise and connect with nature. It's essential for my mental well-being.
That's a powerful point. Speaking of well-being, let's talk about formal exercise. You go to the gym, right?
I do. I have a membership at a gym that's on my way home from work. I aim to go twice a week, typically on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Why that schedule?
Monday feels too soon after the weekend, and by Friday, my willpower is gone. Tuesday and Thursday are the sweet spot. On those days, I pack my gym bag in the morning and go straight from work. It's a rule. Don't go home first.
What's your workout like?
I start with 20-30 minutes of cardio on the elliptical machine or the treadmill. I find it really clears my head. Then I move to the weight area. I don't lift very heavy. I focus on form and consistency. I do exercises for my legs, chest, back, and arms. The whole thing takes about an hour.
Do you enjoy it?
I enjoy the feeling after the workout. During it, it's hard work, but I always feel fantastic afterward. More energetic, less stressed, and proud of myself for going.
That's a great feeling. Now, after a gym session or a relaxing evening, it's time for bed. Tell us about your sleep routine.
Sleep is sacred to me. I start winding down around 10 p.m. I turn off all screens, my phone, my laptop, the TV. The blue light from screens can disrupt your sleep. I might do some light stretching to relax my muscles. Then I do my bathroom routine. I floss and brush my teeth, wash my face, and take a quick warm shower if I went to the gym.
And then you read.
Exactly. I get into bed and read a physical book, not an ebook, for about 15 to 20 minutes. It makes my eyes tired and calms my mind. I'm usually asleep by 11 p.m.
Let's move on to the weekend. How does your Saturday begin?
Gloriously late. I don't set an alarm. I wake up naturally, usually between 8:30 and 9 a.m. The feeling of not being jerked awake by an alarm is one of the best feelings in the world. I make a big leisurely breakfast, pancakes or French toast, and drink my coffee while watching a movie or reading the news. There is no hurry.
What does the rest of Saturday look like?
I usually dedicate Saturday morning to errands and chores. I'll do my grocery shopping for the week, maybe go to the post office or the bank. In the afternoon, I do my big weekly clean, vacuuming, mopping, dusting, and laundry. I put on loud music and try to make it fun.
And Saturday night?
Saturday night is for socializing. I almost always have plans with friends. We might try a new restaurant, have a game night at someone's apartment, go to a concert, or just meet at a pub. It's the highlight of my week.
And Sunday? Is it a day of rest?
Sunday is for recharging. I might meet friends for a relaxed brunch or go to a museum, but often I spend the day alone. I might go for a long bike ride, visit a flea market, or just stay in, read, and meal prep for the week. I find that if I don't have this quiet time, I feel burnt out on Monday. Sunday evening is always very calm and quiet, preparing for the week ahead.
Let's have a final vocabulary break with some advanced words. Decompression, the process of relaxing after a period of work or stress. Oasis, a pleasant or peaceful area in the middle of a busy or noisy place. Mental well-being, the state of being comfortable, healthy, and happy in your mind. Willpower, The ability to control your own thoughts and actions to achieve something. Disrupt. To interrupt and stop something from continuing as expected. Meal prep. The activity of preparing meals or parts of meals in advance. Let's repeat. Decompression. Oasis. Mental well-being. Willpower. Disrupt. Meal prep.
Ben, your life sounds very balanced, but it can't be perfect. What are the biggest challenges of your city life? The main challenge is the high cost of living. My rent is my biggest expense. Also, it can be lonely. In a big city, you're surrounded by people, but it can be hard to make deep connections. You have to be proactive. And the pace is relentless. There's always noise, always movement. It can be exhausting, and sometimes you feel a bit anonymous, like just another face in the crowd.
That's very honest. Despite that, you clearly love it. What advice would you give to someone who wants to build a good life in a big city?
My advice would be create routines that protect your peace. Find your park, your quiet cafe, your gym. Be intentional about building community. Join a club, a sports team, or a class. Say yes to invitations. Explore. Don't just go between work and home. Walk through different neighborhoods. Find hidden gardens, small bookshops, and great street food. The city is a treasure chest, but you have to open it.
Ben, that was wonderfully insightful. Thank you for sharing so much of your life with us today.
Thank you, Anna. It was a pleasure. I hope it gives our listeners a real sense of what daily life is like and lots of new vocabulary to use.
So, to summarize, we followed a full cycle of your week, from your disciplined mornings and busy workdays to your relaxing evenings and recharging weekends. We've talked about the importance of routines, exercise, sleep, and social connections for a happy life in the city.
You summarized it perfectly.
For our listeners, thank you for spending this time with us. To practice, why not try these exercises? Write down your own daily routine in English, using as many words from this episode as you can. Try to shadow a small part of this conversation. Play a 30-second segment and speak along with us, copying our pronunciation and rhythm.
Practice is the key to fluency. You can do it.
We'll be back with another topic soon. Until then, keep practicing and take care. Goodbye.